Hi, everybody. Ooh, we're in the wrong section here.
Ah!
I got to move over. Dennis needs to come up here. Xavier down on the bottom. Hi, greetings, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. You will see the hostage video next to me would be our friend Dennis. Apparently, Hamas has kidnapped him, and he is currently in an undisclosed location awaiting.
This is the darkest.
All you need is today's newspaper and him going, "They is treating us good."
I am being treated well. Things are going great.
Yes,
we should be fine.
Yes. If it wasn't because you are live right now, I would have you hold up a newspaper exactly and show us where you are. Apparently, since his room is showing us the incredibly bright lights of Las Vegas at what time is it there? 6-ish?
It is 5:15-ish.
A 3-hour time difference. So 5:15-ish. And so it's as bright as can be outside. So don't mind our dentist is, a little bit rigged up there.
And literally, if it was 3 hours later, I would have the strip behind me, and it would be beautiful. It'd be beautiful.
Well, let's make a 3-hour show.
Hopefully, by the time we're shutting down, maybe you'll be able to open up that the window and let us see what's going on outside.
Yes.
We'd be thrilled for that. Dennis is in witness protection, Chaka Khan, and yeah, we can't really talk about it too much, to be honest with you. We are going to end the show on some news that we're going to talk to you about, but we're going to start the show with Howard. We were just saying to Dennis how we were sad that he wasn't here yesterday for the Beth-centric show. And Chaka Khan, you're so cute. I don't think I've ever seen a real picture of you. You're like the cutest girl. You really are. You're like the absolute cutest girl. Any updates on who? Johnny.
Oh, yes.
So Johnny did a deepening the other day. I think he did something on his Patreon as well. He tends to get really, really tired at around like 8 o'clock at night. He's he's going through something. And all I can ever say, and I love the people that come into the chat or the comment section saying, "Oh, we abandon you. You guys suck. Everybody leaves you." It's like, no, they don't. John's got his shit going on, and he's got some stuff. And
we love John.
Of course, we love John, and so he'll be
whatever he does. Hope one day he comes back. If not,
and that's okay.
Regardless,
that's okay too. I realized that it's been almost 6 months, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
Since he's
funny
been
how the progression of time works.
I know.
I'm waiting for Dennis to say, the other night I ordered spaghetti and I got egg noodles and ketchup. I get to live the rest of my life like a chump.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about tonight's show. And by the way, you guys, I just want to throw out to you that am I attending? Oh my God, Dennis, how are you not attending DoubleCon?
It's here.
Going on right now.
But where?
I don't know.
Not a Vegas
location.
Oh my God!
With L and ends with Agus.
It's called the Hackaverse. Hold on, I'm going to tell you where it is.
You have a better chance of the furry con happening in Vegas right now than those guys.
I know Cisco's here right now.
It's the Hackaverse. I'm not really following it, sadly.
I avoid it.
Where is it? We wish him all the best. Whatever.
ATP. Let me see if I can find it for you. Hackverse. Okay. Apparently, you know what? Somebody in the chat is going to have to tell you where it is, and if it's
I don't have a clue.
That's
look it up.
Yeah, we can't look it up now. Oh, Hackamania is over.
Oh, darn, I missed it.
That's too bad.
That's a freaking shame. Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure it was a great time. Really sure it was a great time.
Tell you, brother. We're going to go down to Hackamania.
What are you drinking tonight, Dennis?
It was 112. I'm drinking Powerade.
See, it's innervating, right? That weather is friggin' innervating.
It's awful.
When I was there with my girlfriend and we went to go see the YouTube thing. Did you see the Sphere? How amazing is that?
It is absolutely, utterly amazing.
It is amazing.
It's a little overwhelming. It's so damn bright. Right? It's like
it's crazy. It's almost crazy. It's shocking to me.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. Do they have like the Grateful Dead stuff going on it right now?
yes,
Probably?
they do.
The Deadhead skull.
Yeah, the smell. You can't get away from the smell.
Oh, really? Yeah, but you know what though? I find that like every place that winds up
Oh
legalizing.
no, I'm talking about the Grateful Dead people, not Fox.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes, Frank, I'm planning on sanding some drywall after this. What's with the safety glasses? I don't even have another pair here I could put on. It was wait, I'll put on, I have another pair I can put on. Asshole.
Yes, John Doe, patchouli and BO. That's exactly what I got big whiffs of last night.
I'm sure that Grateful Dead crew is.
Are you sure that's not coming off of John Mayer's?
But you know the funny thing is,
John Mayer's private parts.
It's like the balls of them to all be like living this aesthetic. Meanwhile, it costs like $1,000 a ticket for like.
So ironic. The irony.
That's a Mendoza line. $1,000 a ticket, but the $2.99 for deodorant.
No, right? They choose to live this way. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Kind of
truck in.
So, all right, let's get to our show.
Yes.
It's really not a lot to discuss.
What is this? Well,
somehow I wound up with 23 clips. I don't know how, but here we are. So we started out the show talking about, and I realized, by the way, you guys, I say a lot, and it's only because I'm trying to gather my thoughts. So I apologize in advance because I heard it on a podcast the other day. I'm thinking to myself, God, she obviously has never done a podcast. I can't believe how many times she's saying or but I do the same thing.
So Monique,
yeah,
you know why? Because you're trying to actually figure a way to phrase this to make it sound like it's not completely retarded. Well, that's I mean, honestly, you're trying to actually take a big pile of poo and trying to make it sound like something interesting.
But I also think I paused myself because since I have to play like the clips, show the pictures, do the whole thing, it takes me a second to process everything that's going on all at the same time and try and read the chat and so it's just a lot going on all at the same time. That's all. Whatever. It's
Autobot Al. Shirts now.
Shirts, yes. Ugly Melendez. That's what it's so funny because I got back here to Pennsylvania and there sat my Depeche Mode hat, and it just harkened me back to laughing so hard at him texting me and saying, "What does the DM on your hat mean from the interview we did today?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "The DM, what does that stand for?" I'm like, Depeche Mode? He's like, "You sure it's not Dabbler Melendez?" I'm like, John, in what world do you think that I would create a hat in embroidery dedicated to you in some fashion? Like, in what world? What hubris? What narcissistic view of life do you have that you
That's just kind of weird, man?
Something to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So somebody said that it was about me, and I guess it wasn't. I'm like, wow, yeah, that's the way it works with him.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Howard. He feels tethered to his computer. He doesn't understand why he still doesn't have wireless
headphones.
And the technology that it had for at least 10 years now that actually works really well.
Well, and you might have also missed out yesterday when Beth was on air and she posted it on Stupidgram and said that oh my God, Dylan. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting myself. I cannot wait for the new TLC show because not only do you know that I'm a Baldwinista and you know that my thoughts on Ilaria, I mean, I'm very, very vocal on them on the subreddit forum. I cannot wait for it. I am going to do a show weekly on the Baldwins. I'm so looking forward to this. Mere words cannot express.
Is Alec actually going to be part of this?
Yes.
Wow, he's going to
Claudia and the 7 kids. So talk about a problem.
He's going to be just shooting away on there. It's
talk about money problems. Like I can't even imagine why he would do this, but I'm absolutely going to
for everything. Take a shot at doing this type of TV.
I mean, they're incredibly litigious, so I have to see what I can get away with in terms of what I can show and what I can't. But I'll see what I can do on live shows, and I'll comment the shit out of it, and that'll be
Well,
it.
I wonder if every show is going to end with a bang. So this is going to
only if that bang leads to her getting pregnant. That's all.
Well, no,
I know what you're doing. I knew. I knew. Okay, so he doesn't like being tethered. So this is how he opens up the show. Yes, he shoots everything but blanks. Here we go. And it won't play. All right, let's try again. Here's how we start. This is how our show goes. Everybody.
Every show's for show.
Everybody.
1, 2. Oh, I'm all ragged out already, and it's just the beginning of the show.
What are you doing?
I've been battling a technical issue with my headphones. I'm trying to. I don't want to be tethered to my headphones anymore, and we got it figured out pretty close to where I don't have to be attached. I want to be free. I want to be able to get up in the middle of the show and walk away without being tethered to headphones. It seems the technology.
How is it they can't do this?
Wireless, yeah.
I want to be wireless, so we figured out how to do it. But I don't know that. I mean, this is way boring, but the earpiece doesn't fit in my ear. And
what?
I don't know. We wasted a lot of time this morning with the headphones, and I don't have a hair person here to do, and I'm feeling very self-conscious right now.
Wow. So
first of all, let's start at the beginning, which is the end. He is at his 17,000 square foot mega mansion. Yes. He has moved several feet from one room to the other room.
Correct.
Okay. And he literally probably just rolls out of bed and goes straight to that chair. He couldn't be bothered to comb his hair, to get up early, like 15 minutes early, and just do a little test of the sound equipment.
No.
I mean, he is the epitome of just the laziest piece of crap that's ever existed at this point. And he's bitching like he's acting like he's just commuted from Pittsburgh to New York to do a show.
Yes.
It truly is always amazing that he's so lazy that he can't put his wig on straight in the morning because he just shoves it on and he walks the 100 feet probably from his bedroom to wherever this thing is.
If that.
Well, it's 18,000 square feet.
Yeah,
it's got to be a little bit of a walk.
But have you seen the pegboard Target background that he's got now?
Yes.
They could have put that in a toilet.
We're going to talk about that. I'm actually
like, no joke. And I'm sorry, guys, when I said comb his hair, I know whatever you do with Legos, you snap the little Legos in, whatever you want to call it. Still, man.
Well, the thing is, though, about that not fitting in your ears, I went on Amazon and I bought these little foam things, the little foam cups that go on there, and they literally conform to your ear.
Yes.
For my earphones, they are stuck in my head.
Yeah. Since the 90s, you can just go to any audio place and they'll do the little wax in the ear and they'll mold them. That's what they do. Like every time you see,
what are they wireless?
They always have the custom earpieces, and those are all custom.
But are they wireless?
So standard.
But are they wireless?
Of course they're wireless.
They can make them anything, bro. They can just give them an earwig through an IFB or something.
An earwig.
It's not that hard.
But are they wireless?
But he's just lazy. He puts no effort into a show, and the people that work for him know it too. So he's not going to check up on them.
But are they wireless?
They're not going to do their job. It's ridiculous.
But are they wireless?
Yeah, they can.
I mean, in this day and age with like Bluetooth 5, I mean, it's as clear as
you can do that. But I mean, also if you want to like just do professional industry standard shit. I mean, when's the last time you saw Mo? Please, when's the last time you saw a singer tethered with XLR cable anywhere? No, it's all wireless.
You guys, don't you understand that the wire affects his performance?
What performance?
I think it's terrible.
Please, immediatamente, por favor.
I was going to ask, what did you did? There you go. There's your shot check.
Yeah, you see,
what's a shot check?
What? A shot check?
Shot check, please. Shot check. Beth. Robin's like, there's your shower.
My hair. This is slept on hair. I didn't shower at night. See this wire? It pulls on me the whole show, and it affects my performance. So I'm not maximum funny.
Can you even?
First of all, it's his house, bro. It's his show. And so you know what would fix it? Going to the fucking studio.
Yeah, go to the studio professional.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, the F word, and I know you're gonna say F word right in about 5 minutes.
You know, this was
just go into your studio. Yeah. You have what millions of dollars of equipment,
and everybody's there. All the people that you need to help you
do
what you need to do are there. That's all. That's all you got.
So this was so titillating this morning, this conversation, because he's the biggest star on their network in his mind. That Sirius went down 18 cents today. It's down to 2.59.
It's shocking though. It's still 18 cents.
I love it. I love it.
Here's the thing. Nick's like me when I hear shit like this. It's like, okay, so why are you COVID? You haven't mentioned COVID now in months. Why are you not in the studio? I mean, it's funny how COVID is no longer mentioned at all, and yet he's now back in New York. Okay. He's complaining about the equipment, which is low budget in his house, with the Target pegboard in behind him. So go to a studio.
Yeah, he's not going to do
simple solutions to simple problems, right?
Maybe he'll come in tomorrow for Tiffany Haddish. Maybe he'll come in next week.
Oh, would that be something?
Oh, that one, Tiffany Haddish. Who cares?
Jelly roll. Maybe for Jelly Roll.
It's Jelly Roll.
Hold on.
Performance. So I'm not maximum funny. What do they call it? A neck lift. Look at all that. Look at that. I wouldn't look too bad if I
take that shot away.
Yeah. Can you bring that shot down for Christ's sake? So fucked up.
He's a horrible human being.
Someone's saying COVID was like no. The whole point is his phobia of germs has always been the lie.
Yes.
He's never been afraid of germs. He just saw that as a reason to just not show up to his work.
Oh my God, please. The fact that we discussed
I know we discussed like a million times already.
Yeah. Ringworm kittens yesterday. And
exactly.
Oh my God. I can't believe
that.
It's all a scam, bro.
Else to post that.
That is all a scam.
Here for that.
I saw that. I posted my full thoughts on RadioGunk.com. That having been in the around the veterinary field now for 20 something years, ringworm is one of those words you don't want to ever hear with anybody bringing a pet in, because the bleach comes out. I mean, you're cleaning everything. I mean, you're disinfecting like nobody's business. It is so contagious and once you get it, it's like it takes weeks for it to go away. I mean, it's just
balls on her to ask somebody to do this for her when she has the North Shore Animal League Cancer Center at her major.
It just reminds me, remember when she had all those dumbasses looking for that animal, like under the bunny underneath the like can someone go do this for me now? It's like that. She thinks, she can command people to go do crap.
Exactly. And so she thinks that's the
friend. She's that chick from what was that the Boys, that spinoff where the chick tells people punch yourself in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
she's like that, broad.
So she deleted it, and we've not heard a single word about it.
Now,
I don't know why that latently made me chuckle.
So I mean, I guess posting the ringworm thing on Instagram was a bit of a stumble.
A little.
A bit of a stumble.
But you know what? And I said to everybody yesterday, that is the beauty of screen capping something and making sure that you grab it, because
never goes away.
Dude, you obviously saw today's nugget where she has that $5,000 cat that she's got that cockamamie story that the breeder just kicked it out because
we're going to come back to that.
Oh, okay.
It's a seminal part of the day.
Daddy. Ida, thank you.
Ida.
Thank you. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Mo. I love you, Ida. I am thrilled. I wore this pajama set, and it was a printed kind of silliness. I posted it on Instagram, and I was asking people whether or not this is something you would wear or would you not wear it. And I was like, oh my God, would you get that? I need to have it. So I went through, I couldn't even remember where I bought it. I went through all my emails so that I could PM her. I'm so glad you bought it, Ida. I cannot wait to see it on you. And Ida, I need to still know whether or not you're coming to New York in September, because I would plan a little quasi trip around you. So you need to let me know that. All right. So today he actually finally brought up the co-joined twins, co-joined.
The conjoined.
I wasn't really sure if I was going to play this clip or not, because we've laughed at them excessively for the longest time, but I don't know why they felt the need to bring them up today. But, and I can't find the clip of it, and I would love to have it. They were actually on the show. Yes, they came into the show. And yeah, they
How did I not remember this?
I believe me, I tried to look for it all over the place. I reached out to some people who have it, who have access to clips and stuff like that. And yeah, no.
One twin was on the Channel 9 show, the other one was on the E show.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly the way it worked. So they brought that up. I'm not even going to play the clip because I don't have the follow-up that I would love to have for it. So I'm going to delete that and move on. Then somebody called, bizarrely enough, asking him what he thought about the King Charles portrait. So yes, in yesterday's show, when we were talking about Beth and we were talking about all the stuff that goes on with the intellectually incurious human beings that they are, Beth talking about how she's gone to all the museums in New York, Howard's gone to none. He doesn't really care about other people's art. He thinks it's silly unless you're following like a specific way to do it. And that's the only kind of art that he even understands. So the Renaissance man, who he thinks he is really he's just a stupid, needs to be taught how to hold a pencil and how to trace something kind of guy. And so this woman calls in, bizarrely enough, asking him what he thinks about the King Charles portrait. Here we go.
I don't remember loving the painting. I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to paintings. The greatest portrait painter was somebody named Ang. And beautiful portrait. I don't know. This didn't look. Painting is so difficult. I do paint, and I put a lot of work into it. I don't really do portraits of people. I'm more interested in landscape painting and watercolor. But this painting is not among my favorites.
Who?
I have no idea.
I think he said Kang the Conqueror.
I think it was Kang. Yeah, it was Kang the Conqueror.
I was trying to figure it out, right? And I'm like, gosh, I've taken art history classes. I know a thing.
I've never heard of Kang.
Kang and Chang, the Siamese twins.
Oh, Ting Kang.
Okay. Then I'm putting greatest portrait artist, thinking, maybe I missed something. Maybe there's something.
I guess it's Ang.
Oh, that Rembrandt guy is garbage. You're right. He's awful.
Piece of shit.
And that Van Gogh guy?
Cut off his ear. He was stupid. He was an idiot.
Oh, Da Vinci. Oh, that guy was an absolute joke.
Yeah, I don't know. Vermeer. Oh my God, you can't possibly be somebody that I would want to actually see your artwork.
Munch. Oh, he was just terrible. That guy couldn't draw straight.
Oh my God, Scream. Big deal.
Yeah.
It's like I Gavolt. That's what he's basically saying. Degas, Warhol.
He was a hack.
Hacks, all hacks.
Well, joke's on you, Mo. Because do you remember the Ninja Turtles were named after great artists? It was Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Ang.
Ang, yes, that's right.
Do you think he was thinking of Otto Dix? Do you think he was talking about Dick?
Oh, I bet he's thinking of Otto Dix.
He always thinks about dicks. What are you talking about?
He always has Otto Dick on the mouth.
it's always there.
He has Otto Dix on the tip of his tongue at all times.
No, I don't think he looks a little propaganda-ish. No,
He looks a little,
go with her.
yeah.
No, there's no way it's Otto Dix.
No.
Yes, I don't know who angst is or angst or I don't know. I don't even know what he was trying to say. So he continues with his philosophical discussion about art and what he thinks about art. Basically, here we go.
No, I'm not real drawn to some of this. Let's call bullshit. I mean, kooky art. You know,
bullshit.
Some of this simplistic art.
Simplistic
I
art.
mean, to me, great art are people who observe something and then capture that thing. You know what I mean?
You don't find anything good in people trying to express an emotion.
No.
When I see those paintings, I go, "Oh, they don't know how to paint, so they're coming up with some bullshit."
They don't know how to paint. They don't know how to paint. They don't know. So let's go.
Dorian Morgan, Dogs Playing Poker is the best painting ever.
Yes.
Let's go with this. And you know what? If you are of the intellectually incurious set, okay, you can look at this and say, "The fuck is that? What's going on here? I don't really even understand why this is something I should look at or try to understand or something like this." And so that's where Howard is coming from. He doesn't understand the object of art. He just doesn't, you know, and he never will. He just thinks that you need to.
Are you sure?
Take it.
Maybe we're just months away from him cutting off his wig and sending it to his lover.
In art form.
Oh, wait, Monique, maybe he'll get an art appreciation tutor.
There you go.
I think that he'll learn something when he goes to Italy. To be honest with you, I think
he ain't gonna learn nothing. He's not gonna go.
He's gonna stare at that David.
When I see those things, I go, "Oh, they don't know how to paint, so they're coming up with some bullshit."
Right.
They really haven't put in years of study and really looked at things.
And neither has he.
How to draw them and paint them. They want a shortcut.
Who are those people? Who exactly are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Who are you talking about?
So there's not around enough people to formulate that opinion.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has nothing to back up his opinion.
The thing is, not only does he not have anything to back up his opinion, his IQ is too low to express a true opinion on his like or dislike of art. It is literally a moron's take.
He really is a stupid man.
Like no joke. His art is the equivalent when they have that elephant paint at the zoo. Have you ever seen that elephant? They give him a brush and he paints.
Wait, don't insult the elephant.
Yeah,
the elephant does a better job.
So then he continues on because I'm building up to something. Here we go.
Andy Warhol was a genius. Andy Warhol was a talented artist who chose to. He was just an original. His mind was like he's to me almost. He's just one of those guys who was interesting. Andy Warhol.
He was interesting. That's
interesting.
Yeah, he was just a brilliant guy. Andy Warhol.
Brilliant.
That was really deep, man.
Sorry about Andy.
Wow.
I met Andy Warhol at a really shady party.
I think I was working at either NBC Radio or had just gone to K-Rock. And the whole big push for me was to get a limo because Imus had a limo and I felt like I was being treated like a second-class citizen. I never really wanted a limo.
No, you did.
But my agent and I sat down and we go, "Well, why the fuck does Imus get a limo?" I said, "Yeah, I could just get a car service maybe." And then we were like, "No, I'm getting a limo."
This is his build up to his story.
That was profound.
Yeah, and so let's get it straight. Okay, so Andy Warhol, he, and I should have clipped this also, but goes into this whole thing about how you can be an artist or you can be a what were the words he used to distinguish between the two? Basically, one was like a freelancer who would do anything for money, and the other would be somebody who truly does something that's inspired or inspirational or whatever. And he forgets that Andy Warhol actually started out as a commercial artist. Like that's what he did. He did the, Campbell's soup. And to be quite fair, although he was the first one to do it, basically what Andy Warhol did is take fabulous photographs and do silk screening on top of them. multiple layers of silk screening, one on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other. And that's what beget what you would call, you know, his works of art today. But in reality, if you ever watched a documentary about him and saw how they actually did this stuff, it's literally, you know, they just swipe the thing back and forth and do the screen printing. But he was kind of the originator of that, and he was a pop art icon. So,
Exactly.
so yeah, there's that. So then he met Andy Warhol.
And I get this limo, and I'm driving in Manhattan with it. Ronnie's driving me around. And all of a sudden, the doors open up in Manhattan. Like the doors to the car opened up.
Just all of a sudden.
I'm like, what the fuck? And in jumping into my car, like we were stopped at a red light, was Andy Warhol. And he gets into the car, and we look at each other, and I'm like, he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong car. He didn't even say sorry. He just went, oh, I'm in the wrong car. And then he climbed out.
Wow.
Okay, so why don't I ever remember this story? I mean, that's kind of a big thing.
We're going to come back to that.
Okay.
We're going to come back to that.
Because I'm quite curious about this.
So everybody who knows me and knows that, you know, I love to tell a good story, knows that I, unlike Howard, had in fact met Andy Warhol on several occasions, and my mother was actually kind of sort of friendly with him, and my mother was actually very she was very beautiful, and she still is, but you know, different obviously because she's in her 70s. But she, you know, we used to hang out at Limelight, and she used to come every once in a while to come hang out with us there. And Andy used to be there all the time because that was his hang. And he said to her one day, you know, I would love to photograph you, to my mother.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go that way at all, and so she.
I know that, but usually that's always
actually
he's
a voyeur.
Yeah, he just was a voyeur. He was like Mayor Koch in certain ways.
He was straight voyeur.
In any case, so I had, and of course it's lost now to the ether. But I had, you know, Andy Warhol's signature with his phone number, with a little flower drawn next to it on a Limelight napkin.
Jeez!
And on the back of it said, Norma, call me. And
probably worth about $100,000 these today.
Yeah, I know.
No
joke.
But he was a curious man. He was actually singularly unattractive in person. He had a really bad cratered kind of face, and you know, he had really bad skin. And I don't know if he wore a wig or not, but it absolutely looked like a wig. It was always like this platinum blonde and really kind of weird looking. And Howard doesn't realize that a lot of people used to dress like Andy Warhol as well. So who knows if, I mean, I can't even imagine that an Andy Warhol would stop and be, especially in Midtown, because, you know, Howard's never downtown or anything like that. I don't think Andy Warhol ever went past, you know, 25th Street or 23rd Street if he could help it. So, okay.
But you know, Howard, the stories kind of, other people's stories and his stories kind
of course, they all conflate. But let me just
watch. Next year, it'll be the time he took an Uber with Dolly.
Yeah. Nobody knows this because I've talked about this stupid Andy Warhol thing that I've had for forever, for as long as I know him. And I look for it's torture to me that I can't find this stupid people.
Literally, you have $100,000 bill lost somewhere.
It's lost. It's lost somewhere in my mother's, you know, house somewhere. Who even knows? Sometimes I'll even go digging through her shit to see if I can find it. But no, it's just gone. And I know.
Oh my God, that's
too. It's just sad. It's just sad. All right, this is just a little amuse bouche before we get to the next clip.
I just couldn't figure out. I saw myself as the savior of radio, and this guy's doing quack and have a nice conversation with the traffic girl and
what?
And just I didn't get it.
He's talking about Imus and how he didn't understand how he could go through, like, you know, doing a radio show with quacks and stuff like that. But he doesn't realize that that's what he does now. That's what you do.
Oh, no. Quack and talking to the traffic girl would be a step up from this show.
Yeah. But he does quack. That's quack. It's the quack. It's a quack. No. I don't have a problem. You know, you would think that would be like saying, does Howard wear a wig, and me not being able to prove it because I didn't go right up to his head and take my scissor and part the friggin' bang so that I could see what was going on underneath it. I mean, Andy Warhol's hair always looked like that. It was like a mop on his head that came out like this. And it was just weird. And everybody used to always talk about it. Is it a wig? Is it not a wig? Of course, you can say, of course, it was a wig, but I don't know that.
And nobody cares.
Isn't he deceased at this point? I mean, really?
Yeah.
Of course. Then my mother wouldn't hide it from me. She loves me. She would give me anything I wanted, and she has no idea where it is. So then Ronnie comes on, who's sick with COVID right now, and apparently really sick. And he says this.
The first time I got in your car.
You're talking about Imus and Andy Warhol jumping in. That didn't happen either.
No, it did happen. But it was while we were at K-Rock, and he did jump into the back. You don't maybe remember it, but I remember Andy Warhol. It was Andy Warhol. What do you want from me?
And nobody looks like Andy Warhol.
He's like, calm down, Robin. It's like, when you there, B, I don't know that Howard. I mean, yes, Andy Warhol is like, you know, remarkable just in terms of look, you know, see him coming from a mile away. But if it was any time close to Halloween, people used to dress like him all the time. I can't even imagine that he would get into his car.
Well, first of all, he got the limo originally at WNBC, so he's conflated. This whole story is so conflated.
Yes,
that, I mean, there's no timeline with it. It's just random.
Yes. He said NBC, but then he said K-Rock. He has no idea.
Yeah, I mean, he's conflating everything together, and it's just a bad lie. And how do limo doors fly open? You know, those limo doors were locked as soon as his butt hit the seat. Of course
they're locked.
He's locked.
Oh, come on, guys. This is a guy that thought he saw Denise Richards in high school. Come on.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Let's take everything he says with a grain of salt.
They're the same class, right?
And just for a visual component to that whole story, let's go to Stern Show and see what he has to say here.
For me was to get a limo because Imus had a limo. Andy Warhol was a talented artist. He was just an original. His mind was like he's just one of those guys who was interesting. Andy Warhol.
His life was his art.
Are you noticing that he has his new paneled?
What the heck is up with that?
Yeah,
if you go to Target where they have the Vizio TVs, they have them on that weird like kind of pegboard. It's the exact same material.
Clapboard.
He was just a brilliant guy, Andy Warhol. I told you my story.
Somebody was goofing on Reddit today about, they're like, oh my God, did they actually like attach bolts to the back of his monitors to make them look cool?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Rock and roll.
He's practically Trent Reznor.
You know what it is? I'm going to tell you why he did this. Because for those 2 times that he might have his idiot friends come downstairs and do an impromptu pop-up show during the summertime, he hated the fact that the last time they came in, he couldn't actually visualize with them because it looked like such shit behind them with all like the wires and hanging stuff and everything. And I almost guarantee you that's why he did this. Almost.
Took him 4 years.
I didn't really meet him ever, but I was I think I was working at either NBC Radio or had just gone to K-Rock. And the whole big push for me was to get a limo because Imus had a limo and I felt like I was being treated like a second-class citizen. I never really wanted a limo.
No,
but my agent and I sat down and we go, well, why the fuck does Imus get a limo?
Yeah, that's right.
I said, yeah, I could just get a car service maybe. And then we were like, no, I'm getting a limo. Teach these guys a fucking lesson. So silly. But we both believe that it was important. And
it's very important that you put this clip of all the clips of 6 hours worth of radio in the last 2 days.
Get this limo and I'm driving Manhattan with it. Ronnie's driving me around. And all of a sudden the doors open up in Manhattan. Like the doors to the car opened up. I'm like, what the fuck? And in jumping into my car, like we were stopped at a red light, was Andy Warhol. And he gets into the car and we look at each other and I'm like, he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong car. He didn't even say sorry. He just went, oh, I'm in the wrong car. And then he climbed out.
He knew immediately he was in the wrong car.
Yeah, he looked at me and was like, what?
I don't believe the story for a second, just so you know.
I like though. This is really taking off on social media. It's got 4 retweets, 100 likes, and it's seen 25,000 times.
Yeah,
king of all media.
See, that's interesting. Here's the full view of the studio, just in case you were wondering.
Wait a minute, what the? All right, so what the hell?
Yeah, that was yesterday. And that's actually what the studio looks like now. So now
I think that's still Florida. Look at the floor.
No, they're in the Hamptons.
You sure?
Yep. They're going through construction. They're bitching and moaning about it. It's like
so all the construction's on this. So this is another $10 million closet.
Minimum effort. Look at those way those guitars are just slapped on that thing with a glue gun.
On the slap board.
He's got an SG. He's got a Telecaster. It's like, come on. I bet those are not even like real ones. They're the ones
they're not.
They're like the Epiphone versions or something.
Oh dear Lord! I'm trying to take in that whole thing behind it. That whole
shelving
with the dog on there. That
crate and barrel shelving from 1999.
I'm not joking. Go to the TV section at Target. It's the exact same material.
It literally looks like they took this out of like a Best Buy before it closed.
They're not really known for.
It's just like Circuit City.
On the other side. Yeah, it is. It's IKEA bookshelves and shitty guitars.
It's literally it's one of those like, okay, what's our budget for this? Okay, well, it's literally low. That's everything with him is low budget. Everything.
And why is it sitting on such a weird chair? I mean,
that's the way the cameras are angled. That's why.
I understand that, but I mean, wouldn't you want somebody sitting?
You know what? I think what it is. He has to have those cameras at that high angle.
Yeah.
He always insists on, and so it's like.
So she has a high chair looking down at him.
Yeah.
That's weird. You're right. I don't know.
This is the worst. I mean, for someone who's allegedly a radio professional doing it for over 40 years, you don't put
take a walk every day, and it was we were thinking a lot about Ralph.
No, you don't. Did you hear yesterday with Ralph and the Cardinal?
No.
Oh, yeah, you missed out on that.
Oh, that Beefus thinks that Ralph came back as a Cardinal.
Yes. Yeah, it's stupidity at its finest. I have to get out of this. I have to get out of that immediately. My IQ is just sinking slowly as we watch this shit. Jesus Christ. All right, so then some idiot got a tattoo of Ralph on their back. So let's discuss this just for a
second. It does look like Wayne's World in Beaverhausen. It totally does.
What? Say again?
Wayne's World.
It looks like Wayne's World.
Excellent.
That Aurora, Colorado background crap.
Wayne's World.
It totally does.
Wayne's World. Let me see if
excellent.
Let me get there.
It's Claudia Schiffer. Swing.
Swing. Oh my God.
Someone give me Beaverhausen a free shirt or something.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm dying. And Garth kind of does look like that.
Yes.
Like the highest paid employee at Sirius, and his entire set looks like Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you so much for that. That visual. That was beautiful. All right. Okay, let's go on. Idiot got a tattoo of Ralph. Here we go.
But anyway, so Jimmy lives in Massachusetts. He's a big Ralph fan, and he's sad that Ralph died. So he decided to get a tattoo of Ralph on his body, which, to me is a little like even if he had written like an R on his arm or wrote the word Ralph in small lettering,
or put an apple on their arm as a
cat.
What?
On his back is like a full portrait of Ralph. I mean, it's a real tattoo. It's not one of those, and it's Fabio's
this curly mange man.
Yeah.
You know what's sad is actually whoever did that is pretty good.
It is sad because the guy said it only cost him a couple $100. And to be quite honest, I've been looking at tattoo artists to get something done on my foot, and I have to pay the entire day rate, which is somewhere around
What?
like
No, you got to see you got to come back when you get back to
No,
Florida.
You should get Eric the Midget.
It's a specialty. It's a special type of tattoo that only a couple of tattoo artists do. And
with a bone and some ink.
No. You have to just find the right person because they don't all know how to do this specific type of tattoo. I know it sounds really stupid, but basically they charge you their entire day rate, regardless of how long it takes for you to get the tattoo done. That's just the way it goes. So I'm on their waiting list, and it's going to be about 2.5, 3 months before I can get in. I'll show it to you guys when I kind of know what I'm doing. But yeah, I agree. I think it's actually a pretty good rendition considering it was only a couple $100. But again, it's Ralph.
Yeah. Well, the guy could lie and say it's Kurt Cobain.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. I know.
No, you can't. There's nobody will look at that and say, "Oh my God, I know who that is." Nobody.
Yeah, nobody's gonna. It's like, why is this dude on your back?
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
Oh, that's VSQ. That's from Kevin Smith.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Okay. Oh,
that's back when they were good. When they had Clerks and Mallrats. Yeah, that's back in the day.
This guy's a juggalo, so
he's a juggalo. Exactly.
He's a juggalo, so.
But can you love Ralph that much that you would put a tattoo on?
Oh, Howard did.
All right. Mm-hmm. So let's move on because they went into like stories about Ralph and how much they miss him and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, what he was. But, you know, a lot of little tidbits come out about it. And this one I thought was kind of funny. So here.
Fabio's. This curly mange man.
They're talking about shaving each other's, well, Ralph shaving his in the backyard. Yeah.
Kneeling in front of Howard.
I'm like, no. Like even my kids, when Ralph died, like my kids were leaving like, oh, they were really sad because they had a lot of contact with Ralph and they loved Ralph a lot. And they were like, you know, Dad, we always thought you were gay with Ralph. You know, we for a while we thought for sure you were gay, and I was like,
even
well, yeah,
they were.
The very offspring that came from my loins thought, you know,
wild.
I go, I can see where you thought that.
Things you two would get up to.
Suppose you guys, well, I'd hear we would hear the two of you giggling in your office, and the next thing you know, you're outside being shaved.
Then you guys are for hours at a time.
Yeah, hours on end.
Doing a fashion show.
Fashion.
So, you know, what he's trying to do here, because Wiggerus is flying way too close to the sun. In fact, his wig is catching fire. He's so close to the sun.
Little burnt ends. Yeah.
Because, I mean, he kind of took a truth and he kind of twisted it to make it sounded like there was a question.
Did you hear yesterday's show, Dennis?
No, I did not.
Did you know one of his daughters is expecting a baby?
Yes, that I know. He's going to have a grandchild number 2.
Number 2, but we don't know which one's pregnant, right?
Oh, come on, the one that just got married.
He said there's travel involved, all sorts of stuff going on, so I'm not sure.
Oh, do you think that they're popping them out on the West Coast?
It might be. It might be.
Yeah.
This is what was going on yesterday. I'm sorry, were you going to say something else about this clip, Dennis?
Well, no, it's just, well, you know, and how he downplays about what was going on in that the double locked room in the basement where they're playing
giggling with each other.
They're playing Closer, which has the F me like an animal in it, over and over again. I can't imagine what these children were thinking at this point, that daddy's locked in a room with another grown man.
Giggling.
They were playing dandy balls.
Yeah, they were.
Hide the dandy balls.
And penis butt.
So then he goes on to a whole story about how he kept trying to convince Ralph that he needs to get a job. You know, you need to do something else. I can't be your only client. I can't be the only person that pays you. I feel too responsible for your well-being. And, you know, Ralph, of course, thought as everybody on that show, and I mean everybody I've ever talked to, every single human being I've ever had a discussion with think they're more than the show. They're better than the show.
Well, wait. Didn't he get Sam Simon money?
No, apparently
he didn't get Sam Simon. I thought he did. Okay,
he did.
I think Sam just gave him some money. He didn't get,
which is more than he'd ever earned in his life.
But okay, but let's listen to the clip. Hang on, I just want to come back to this.
You know, like Sephora, or
he said, "Why can't you get a job at like Sephora or makeup behind the makeup counter at like a department store, something?"
Ooga.
I can't do that. I go, why not? He goes, I'm famous. Imagine people flee me selling things. I go, what? I go, dude, there's no shame in being a well-known person. First of all, famous. Fuck no Ralph, except for, you know, our fans.
I walked around the city with Ralph all the time. It was fine.
Yeah, he wasn't swamped by fans.
No, of course he wasn't swamped by anybody. But let us harken back to yesterday and the balls on this asshole saying this.
Oh, dude, I was getting recognized in Italy. They're going to be all over you. They are going to recognize you very well.
Yeah, that was the American.
Yeah, because Chris Wilding gets recognized. Chris Wilding gets recognized in Italy.
Oh, but I understand. They must have been yelling, "Hey, Finocchio, Finocchio," and he thought they were recognizing him.
They're like, "Hey, look, it's the Leaning Tower of Wig."
So yeah.
What,
Casey?
What, Finocchio Americano.
Hi, Casey. Hi, friend. Let's all talk about the fact that Howard shits 3 times a day, but he thinks he's losing weight because he hasn't shit. So, okay, guys, I'm talking to guys specifically in the chat. I really want to know how many times a day do you shit? Like without getting into any graphic detail or anything like that, just give me like a number, 1 through 5. And if it's more than that, you have a problem. But just give me an idea of how much you shit during a day whilst I play this clip, and I'll wait for you to reply.
But I'm pretty sure I am losing weight because I haven't shit in 2 days. And like when I'm eating too much, I shit like 3 times a day. It's crazy. Like, you know, every minute I feel like I have to go. So 2 days now, although I don't know. I think I'm not making.
No, you're eating Metamucil?
I am. I know. Well, there's got to be a volcano building inside of me.
So let's see what everybody's saying. See, I would think 1 or 2 a day is normal.
Depends on how much bulk you eat. I mean, literally, that's what it ends up being.
Yes. Okay, so a lot of guys. Once a day when I wake up. 1 to 2. Once a day. Same time every day. Once, maybe twice. 3 times. 1 maybe 2. 1 to 2. 1 2. 2 with 2 poopy emojis. Thank you. Very smart. 2 once, morning, noon, and night, baby. Frank the Tank is lying to us with 18 times. Slightly less than once a day. That's interesting. Once, 1. Remember Howard 6 fingers up inside of himself? Yes, to clean himself out. Yes, of course he does.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So once or twice, right? That's what the norm is, I would think, for most.
Yes.
Right? 3 times a day is not normal, like to shit that much.
No. You have you're having a problem that day. There's something wrong.
Well, unless he's substituting food with the Metamucil, and that's making him shit more, and maybe that's just like fiber going right through.
Metamucil crackers. I mean, literally, there's not enough bulk there to make one.
We don't know that he's not eating 20 of them. You know,
like eat the whole bag.
Stu, I think guys poop differently than girls. I got to be honest with you. I know. How do you poop twice in one day? I say the same thing myself. I'm a solid once a day kind of person. First thing in the morning, that's pretty much it for the day. But depending on what you eat,
yes,
every once in a while there's some, residual, if you will, later on in the day that decides, you know what, it's time. But that's rare, honestly. I mean, I think for women, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I want to know how many times a day does average person poop?
Well, you have to go like average American or average normal human, because the average American may go like 3 times a day.
Okay. Here we go. According to AI, A healthy range for how often a person poops is between 3 times a day and once every 3 days, which averages out to about once a day. However, how often someone poops can vary depending on many factors, including their diet, water intake, and stress levels. For example, people who eat a high-fiber diet and exercise regularly may poop more frequently. There you go. So, yeah. So 3 times a day, 3 times a week is normal.
So this is a man that doesn't drink water, doesn't eat a lot of food, and can't exercise because he can't even pick up a can of soup.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe once a week is good for him. I mean, I
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But he shits 3 times a day. That's all.
3 times a day.
So then he gets into a whole story about the his wipes, and he's really concerned about going to Italy. Now,
in the 90s?
According to Reddit, and I tend to agree with them, I mean, there's this whole thing going on about how Chris and Wolfie both went to Italy over the last break that we just had. And by the way, nobody has posted on Instagram like at all, other than Gary when he was out in California. Nobody of the Stern Show has posted in the last 3 weeks at all.
Really?
Yeah. Like that must be like.
Oh, I know why.
What?
Content, baby. It's going to be show content.
Of course.
It's show content.
Yeah, I agree with this person who says Chris and Wolfie were put up to trashing the Italy trip. Title says it all. Howard told them to find the worst things they could say about Italy and beat them to death about it on the air twice now. Some might say it's somehow good content for the show. I say it seems like an indirect manipulation, as he knows Beth listens most days. Probably true, because I'm telling you, you would think that these people went to, I don't know, to Sri Lanka and we're watching people like shit in the river and, you know, beat mice over the head or rats over the head and grill them on a steak and on them.
That sounds like India.
Well, okay.
Sri Lanka is India.
Sri Lanka is a part of it.
It's that little island off the coast.
It is a little island, but you know, there's nothing wrong with the little roast rat.
Yes.
This is not the library.
So he's talking about how he needs to bring his wipes with him to Italy because he's going to be able to flush whilst he's in Italy.
Oh, no, he's not.
And this is like a whole thing. This is going to be our content, by the way, until he leaves. Like, you know that, right? Like
absolutely.
And the fact that he may or may not go is absolutely going to be full content.
Did our shows?
Well, that's the cliffhanger.
Miami, I had a resort. They don't. Toto has changed my life, and then you go to a hotel. I'm going to Italy. I'm going to have to bring wipes. I got to make sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Where are you going to?
When I go to a hotel, I got to flush my wipes. I got to flush my wipes. I'm sorry. I mean,
he's going to destroy their infrastructure.
It's going to take down the entire Italian.
Every time you go to Europe, they always have that sign: "Do not flush anything."
He doesn't know that even some of the best restaurants out there, you can walk in there and the bathroom will be a stone room with a hole in the center.
It was built like in the 1500s.
Exactly. Like
yes.
And it could be a really good restaurant, but that's going to be the way the toilet is. Like
exactly.
Yeah. What
there's always that sign: "Do not flush anything down this toilet."
Anything down the toilet. That's right.
Always.
And, they have, and the other thing is they have bidets. Europeans have bidets everywhere. I mean, that's just a common thing there.
Of course.
But he's such a moron.
He's such a stupid man. And I didn't even tape it.
He really is.
I get Mira when I go out there. I mean, he's just so stupid. He's just so stupid. So this recording is just Gary trying to tell him that the wipes that he uses, which he loves, are Honest Wipes by Jessica Alba's company, Honest.
Mm-hmm.
But the beginning berating Gary is pretty much what I wanted to get at here. Hang on.
Yeah, why can't Gary just kind of get that? Like, I'm embarrassed.
Read your mind. I understand.
No, it's not remote. You know what it is? Because you're not embarrassed by anything. Like you're like, I shit in the bag. I'm okay with that. I don't care who knows. I'm a big star. People can't know I'm shitting in bags. It's supposed to be
understood.
You understand?
I do. They're called Honest Wipes.
Oh, thank you. Honest Wipes.
Oh, yeah. That's Jessica Alba's company.
Yes. You knew that right off the top of your head.
I know that.
I was wondering why I haven't seen her in anything recently. I'm buying up her wipes.
Busy making baby wipes.
Like they're
The
like
stock-
safe,
the stock
like, you
is
know.
low, though. I wish the stock was higher. I bought some, a while back.
I'll tell you what, that girl's
You
onto
thought
something.
there was gold in baby wipes?
And you know what's great about her?
I did.
Yeah, you laugh about it, you assholes. But in fact,
what happened to Shittens and all that stuff, man?
Just
Wasn't like half of the staff selling some sort of wipe or not?
She just left the company. She's worth over $100 million from parting ways with the Honest Company that she did 12 years ago. That's pretty much been her job for the last 12 years, and she's going back into movies, and she couldn't do both. So yeah, Robin, there is money. There is money in wipes. You stupid freaking assholes. There is money.
Literally, when Richie was on this show, they made a whole thing about that. She's already forgotten that? Hasn't been that long?
Yeah, it's everything is forgotten on this show. You know how it works. So then a guy calls in. Sorry, I'm cutting the label out of my sweater as we're talking. So then a guy calls in, and again, every call is a setup call, right? So he calls in to let us know that his ex-wife let him know that his son is now trans. And here's how that conversation goes down.
In through texts and every time with it.
Well, first of all, you're not even in the kid's life. What do you care?
You're not transitioning. He is.
No.
So why are you having a hard time?
I'm with you. I'm having a hard time
Why are you having a
because
hard time?
my ex-wife keeps dragging me in through texts and everything and wanting me to support, the transition. And I'm
first of all, is your son hot?
I don't know how to answer that question, Hal.
Well, like is he
my son, my daughter, they, him, she? I'm having
like
a hard time with all of them.
is your son like a Hunter Schafer, like super hot, like model, like you look at her and go, wow, she's better looking than most women who were born women. Do you say that?
I will say that he does have a feminine look, has been on hormones for I don't know how long, and is prettier than your normal man.
This is disturbing. This is like Exhibit A. I mean, seriously, this is disturbing. That looks like a dude.
So, yeah, this is Howard's ideal of a trans person.
Okay. Yeah. Oof.
And he loves this.
Yeah, he gets all boned up for that.
Up his alley to have.
He's boned up for that. Yeah,
Ooga.
Might be a boy, might be a girl.
No, that's a boy.
Was a boy. Now is a girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Howard, keep going to that hill. They'll get you noticed, I guess.
I think that she's like one of the most attractive people out there.
No.
I'm telling you what he says.
I understand that, but it's his mind is so disturbed. It really is disturbed.
Warped. So warped.
It's so disturbing. I mean, Is
your son hot? Is your son hot like Hunter Schafer?
I mean, this is almost like, seriously, like To Catch a Predator kind of stuff. I mean, this is disturbing.
Yes, we all remember when he would bash Siobhan.
Oh, he destroyed Siobhan.
But Siobhan wasn't the hot girl.
Doesn't matter. It's like, that's there.
Siobhan wasn't the hot girl.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, it's disturbing on all levels. All levels. Yeah, here's Siobhan, just so you can get just for the visual perspective. Yeah, that's what you got. Siobhan.
That's natural.
Yeah, there you go.
Didn't Siobhan it pass, right? Like broke?
Oh, look at what she looks like. Jesus Christ. This is
I thought Siobhan.
What is this? Like The Hills Have Eyes? What's going on here, man?
Good Lord.
Man into
Jesus Christ, what a nightmare.
Yeah,
Can we put something less disturbing on? Come on.
Oof.
that is nightmare fuel.
I'm gonna be shopping on Amazon. Let me know when this segment's over.
Quiet. You be quiet right now. All right, so we're gonna move on, and here's what you have in store because he's going on vacation in. Oh, did we do the calendar yesterday? Yes, we did.
We did.
We did.
Oh, God, I missed it.
Yeah, you sadly missed out on it.
I sadly missed it.
But here's the things they're doing. So much programming coming up.
I know.
Calling to say how much I love the SiriusXM app. I'm actually 2 months behind in listening to you. I just finished up Dicker Sausage. Loved it.
Nice.
And,
yeah.
So
That's the
I was
beauty of
the
the
other
app.
day you're taking the summer off, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to miss you. But then I realized I'm still 2 months behind anyway. I have plenty of time to catch up.
Well, first of all, we're going to have tons of specials on there. We banked.
Here we go.
The entire year, so you won't even feel like I'm gone. In fact,
won't even feel like
I wish they could do more of this. We got we're doing a special show anniversary of Purple Rain. We're doing an embedded with Flavor Flav, Marianne from Brooklyn's 25th anniversary. The staff's going to pick their favorite new flubs of all time, which I'll explain later on. And then we got a whole bunch of other shit we're doing. So, it'll be a quick.
What?
You won't miss me that much, is what I'm saying.
It'll be a quick 2 months, basically, is what he's trying to say.
You look, I'm going to have to defend him on this one. You could literally play a show from April, October, January, or any other month, and you literally cannot tell any of them apart.
I can't tell you how many times
the same exact show every effing day.
Yes.
So once again, though, guess guy's 2 months behind, so that means he's what, like nine shows behind? I mean, honestly,
So he's got
nine whole shows of 3 hours each. He's 27 hours of listening. That's not going to get you through the summer, dude. I mean, the balls on him to make it sound like they're doing all this effort where this is basically table scraps that are made into a meatloaf. I mean, it's literally this is real meatloaf.
This is 70 people who have nothing else to do for the balance of hours that they have to work on a 5-day work week. That's all this is.
I mean, I can't even fathom. Could you fathom the Johnny Carson show?
No.
Just kind of rolling together, just garbage that they just shot on the side and then ran it out there for 2 months, in place of a show.
Yeah.
Seriously, this is insane.
How?
This is crazy.
I mean, honestly, the only thing if we could do the same thing. The only thing that would give it away would be the chat.
Yes, that's the
people
only
talking about things that are relevant to their lives. It would be the only giveaway.
And talk, and then the pimping of the app, which has been panned so bad that they literally going to have to do a complete redesign on it because it is a failure of a mass level. And now the stock is showing how little faith there is in this company. It's down to 258. I mean, we were at $6 less than a year ago.
Dude,
it is
the new Sirius app is like saying that a new Coke was a well orchestrated brand rebranding.
The other point is the number of shows. He's up to number 48. He still has to work hard to catch Musk, SpaceX, and the number of rockets they have launched this year. They're over 50.
It'll never happen.
They've done over 50 rockets so far.
Look at that.
Look at that. That's just awesome. That's just awesome.
Bonk.
Bump.
18 cents today. You know how bad this stock is? This stock trades in half cents. That's bad. When you start trading in half cents, not full cents, that means you're coming into penny stock area.
Yeah.
I mean, IBM doesn't trade at 112 and 58 and a half cents. That does not happen.
They're laundering money. Numbers. Come on.
Look at this. It's shocking.
Wait, where's the announcement for the app? The announcement for the app was in November of last year. So let's see.
Let me go. Here.
Go like 1 year. Do 1 year. And
this is July. It spiked to 70.
Yeah, somebody did some funny business there.
December, November was really lackluster throughout the entirety of November.
Yeah, but then they did the big announcement. There's a spike at $5.68.
And here we are.
69 cents. And it's down $4. $4 in less than a year.
And Howard has zero, you know what's to give about that either.
No, he has none.
No, you can absolutely not give a shit. Okay, so then they're going back to Wolfie and Chris talking about how horrible Italy is. And Dennis, you know how horrible Italy is, right? You know,
yeah, it's so terrible. I want to keep on going back. You're right.
Shit place.
Oh yeah, terrible.
So
the food is
here's
just inedible. The wine is just drink it. It's terrible.
I'll come back to it though. Hold on. Let's go to some horror stories. Just awful.
One of the hotels I stayed in was literally a cave. It was a cave they converted into a hotel. And I was with my mom, and the bathroom had no door. It was just like a little brick wall in front of the toilet. And then the shower was like right by the bed, completely open.
So where do you beat off?
Oh, dude, don't even.
Yeah.
What?
I know. So horrible that the toilet was right next to the bed, as it is pretty much in most hotels. All right. And then
was he in Afghanistan or Italy?
Wait, then there's this.
Wipes.
I brought baby wipes, dude.
You can't flush any paper in that country.
No,
well, I'll throw it out the window.
So old.
And most toilets, if you go to a public toilet, they don't even have toilet paper.
What am I doing?
Or sometimes they don't have a toilet seat. My mom went to a toilet. She goes, "There's no toilet seat. There's no paper."
Wait a second. You're telling me there's no toilet paper?
On my life.
Well, what do people do? Shit and walk around with a big sticky ass all day?
And I watched a video, and some lady goes, "Well, they expect you bring your own tissue."
You guys are such idiots and so cute at the same time, because here's where we've decided this is where Howard's staying. And
wow.
Yeah, the odds of them not having I don't know, toilet paper or anything like that is kind of slim and none. So you and Wolfie, Chris Wilding, who has me blocked on Instagram, I just noticed today, are the pores.
Yeah, but wait. Monique, they're really embellishing this. I went into a toilet at a little place in Santa Stefano, de Quisquina. And literally it was the old style toilet with the water tank up top, using gravity from way up top to make it work. They had toilet paper in there. There was toilet paper.
Of course they do.
It was like, and this place was 150 years old, and it still had that.
Of course, but the question is, why are they doing this? Why is this such a big thing to get into? You know,
to try to make Beefus not want to go.
Exactly.
That's all it is, about the not letting it wanting to go back to see clients. I mean, go to Italy.
Exactly, Dennis. And so, and then they decided to play some TikTok horror because, well, what's worse than that?
I got to cover my ears.
It is 46 degrees today in Rome. For us Americans, that's 115 degrees Fahrenheit. So remind yourself, there's no AC there. There's no central air conditioning. You can't walk into a shop to cool yourself down. So yeah, if you see anyone posting that they're having a good time today, I can promise you they are not.
If you've ever stayed in an Italian hotel, the bathroom is not even a closet. There's this strange sort of hybrid bathtub thing that you have to step into that have these like sloping sides. So you're going to slip either way. I can't believe people haven't died.
I'm elderly.
And then they give you this like half plexiglass thing that's supposed to keep in the water from the shower, but it goes all over the bathroom.
I had no idea how good the pickpockets are in Italy. So stay alert, keep all your stuff close to your chest. Don't put anything behind you. Be aware of your surroundings. Do not take your eye off of your thing.
So cute. People.
All right, so let me start commenting on this insanity.
I know it is insanity.
I stayed at a bed and breakfast in a tiny town in Sicily. I mean, there was 2,500 people in this town, right? They had a normal shower. It was very nice, actually. Normal shower is a walk-in shower with the glass door and everything. Good water pressure, nice water, it had nice soaps. The toilet was very nice. The air conditioning in the room was very nice. They had a split unit, and this is just an efficiency. The regular buildings, yes, they have air conditioning. They also have heat. It's amazing what technology has made it to Italy.
Can you even imagine in 2024 that you can actually go to Italy and have air conditioning?
Yes, and the other thing that happens is the pickpockets, That's basically Naples.
Rome.
Well, then Rome, but
Paris.
Rome and Naples is very, very bad.
Yeah,
I know Sicilians that go like to Naples and they wear nothing and they carry just one thing in their front pocket that nobody can get.
I've been to Rome where I have been assaulted by women with their babies and the kids and everything like that. And it's like, I think you learn after your first time there that to be aware of it. It's just one of those things that you just, you always hear that the gypsies are going to assault you, but you don't know what you don't know, and then all of a sudden,
every city in the world, though.
I know, but not the gypsies. The gypsies.
You walk around going, "Hey, look at that!"
But
Yeah,
here's the
you're
other
gonna have
thing.
problems.
Here's the other thing, though. This is a man that allegedly grew up in New York City. Allegedly.
So cute.
And I know, but like literally growing up in New York City, I mean, when I went out, I had no worry of somebody stealing something from me because I know how to go out in public and not get robbed.
Of course.
I mean, come on.
You just walk around, you act like you know what you're doing.
Exactly.
That's all you do. It's not that hard.
And I'm sorry that you have to rely on 22-year-olds on TikTok to scare the living shit out of you. And you know what? Yes, we all chuckle about the fact that we absolutely know that Howard is going to Italy when it is balls hot outside. It's balls hot. And it's going to be absolutely miserable for him. I look forward to it, honestly.
Oh, I sort of like, I'll tell you how screwed up he is because right now is the time to go. Because right now I just looked up the weather forecast for Rome. High in the low 80s, low in the 60s. That is beautiful. I mean, it is utterly beautiful weather.
Honestly, May and September are the best times to go, I would think.
But even June could be good. But August, that's the dead dog days of summer.
No, we're thinking it's July. We think
July's even worse.
Robin asked him, when the trip is, and he said pretty soon. So.
Well, July last year is when they had the heat wave because they had the Scirocco's coming up from Africa. And in Sicily, it hit 110. And it was for like a week. And it was just brutally hot because, I mean, it was, the hot wind off the desert came up and there was nothing you could do. But July can be miserable there. Utterly miserable. Dry and hot.
Wolfie seems to think he's not going to go. So he says this.
Wolfie, you think I shouldn't go?
No, I didn't say that. I don't think you are going to go. Either you don't go or the itinerary changes in some way. Like you'll leave late, you'll come home early. This trip isn't happening the way it's planned.
Well, I told Jimmy and Molly, if anything in your life is happening where you can't go, do not feel funny about canceling. So I'm hoping that. Like I said, just want you.
Something befalls them. Terrible.
Yeah, I called Jimmy. I literally called him. This was like a week ago, and I said, and I can't wait to go. I said all those kind of things, and I go, but I just want you to know something. I know we have this plan, but if something does come up in your life that's with the kids or anything, you just know it's okay with me.
Look at him building up. And you all know that Jimmy's son had heart surgery over the weekend. So, of course, I was shocked and amazed.
I will reiterate once again, he's going to use this as his cliffhanger because there's nothing else happening in his life. Nobody wants him. And so this is what he's going to leave us with. And no one's going to care. I mean, look, no one cares.
Yeah, but his wife posts like 80 times a day. I think we'll notice a change in the pattern.
Oh, absolutely. But, but no one cares.
No, would you notice a change in the pattern?
Yes, absolutely.
If she took kitten pictures from 8 years ago and posted them, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't.
You know what?
I follow
addicted to that. I don't think she can pull herself away from it.
Yeah.
What, from social media? Of course.
No. What I mean is like,
if it meant
it'll be noticeable. I understand that her assistants put pictures of the cats all the time.
Do.
But like every 12 pictures, she has to be, she has to show her baboon arms around the cat.
If it meant going to Italy with Jimmy and Molly, she'd sooner sacrifice those kittens.
No. I thought you meant like
out the window.
We will know if the gig is up. I thought you were inferring that we'll have a cliffhanger until it returns to the fall.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. He's thinking about that because he thinks
they won't share anything. They won't share anything on social media unless Jimmy posts a picture. Nothing is coming out.
I mean, we'll know. We'll know one way or the other. There's no way he can get away with it.
There'll be some idiot kid who's in Florence who spots him.
I'll tag him.
And they'll exactly. That'll be what happens. All right. So here's
it'll be like that dinner date with Bruce and stuff.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's always someone watching. Always. All right. Here's the end of show.
A lot of other email about other shit, but it was 2 weeks of email, so I'll give you a little smattering, Robin. Tomorrow, Tiffany Haddish will be with us. That's right, a little flavor for you. Next Wednesday, Jelly Roll will be performing and talking, and this is a whole bunch of specials that I mentioned earlier that are coming up on the app. Tune into the app. Okay, I got to get out of here. Goodbye, everybody.
Are you serious?
Once again, when he says, I got to get out of here, he's still in the same place.
That's right.
I got to get out of here.
I got okay, well, you're still
no
there.
car waiting for him outside.
I got to walk into another room.
That's right.
I mean, wasn't this a guy that had 6 SEAL people walking him through the hallway?
Yes.
Come on, man.
All right. Oh, my God.
He's going to make it to Europe? No.
So I have a question. Do you think Jelly Roll is the last show?
You never know, man. Last year,
That's
remember,
the most relevant person he's had on in a while.
This will be year number 4 where he's done the summer off.
Right.
The first
two, July.
The first 2 he did a whole. Well, we've always taken the summer off. It was excuses. Last year he literally did what he just did today, and that was it.
It's a matter of when they do it.
Yeah,
we all know he's taking it off. It's just
what I'm saying is, last year there was no pomp and circumstances. It was just like gotta go, and then he was gone for 2 months.
That's why I'm kind of.
Or the 2 years before that,
I like that, Dennis.
That Jelly Roll is the end, and he just leaves.
Unless he mentions something else on Monday.
The fact that he's talking about specials already, that's a flag right there.
Yeah, I don't think the last week of June he's not there. I don't think he's there the last week of June. Jelly Roll is it.
I like it.
He will not be past Juneteenth. He will not be back.
That's right. Oh my God.
Juneteenth, he will not be back.
But he's going to be doing a show. He's going to be doing a show then. Oh no, he isn't. He would be off that's when he starts his vacation. That's exactly it.
Okay,
June 12th is the last show.
Okay, this is what you're thinking. Not that
all we can do is speculate. In the past, when he starts mentioning specials, that's already like okay, he's got like a week left. He usually says that for like the week before.
Was it last year that he did the cliffhanger from Marvel, or was the year before?
Sweetie, did you not listen to anything I just said?
I really did.
Honestly,
no.
I just did. Okay, the first year he was off, he said he claimed that he was always taking the summers off.
No.
The year after that, there was another excuse.
I'm talking about
blah blah blah. Last year,
about the what?
Last year, he just cut off
the Marvel cliffhanger. So you're not listening.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, he did that.
2 years ago.
Marvel cliffhanger.
I am listening.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
So in the chat, they keep on going, we went to. Don't ever use what he did last year as a template for what he's going to do this year. Because the contract, we don't know how much is left on it. There's not as he front loads everything. He's going to do a lot less. As time goes on, there's going to be less. So don't ever, because look what he did this year. He actually worked less days so far than he did last year.
Yeah, okay. So I like where you're going with this, Dennis, and I'm going to think that you're right. So there might be that.
The evidence is pointing there.
Yeah. No, mommy and daddy aren't fighting silly billies. It's just that, somebody
just mows wrong. That's all.
Somebody wasn't listening to me. That's all.
No. Anyway, let's move forward. Let's be the bigger people here.
Although let's have a little amuse bouche, shall we? Let's have a little amuse bouche.
Oh, yes.
Jeez.
Emily 2-note.
Still better than her dad.
Already going gray.
She'll never dye her hair.
She'll never shave.
I think that's her artwork on the walls. Of course it is. It looks like a 12-year-old did it.
Hallelujah. That's some life.
I'm shocked that she doesn't have the words. She usually has the words on the bottom.
Well, I mean,
Look at the guy in the back.
She's a party, ain't she?
Is he awake?
I can't believe she's younger than me. I'm just throwing that out there. Oh, look. Oh, graphics. Graphics. The trees. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. That's her in the background. That's not one of you singing. That's
her. She actually did overlay. She actually went to the studio and laid down tracks.
Studio. Like she didn't just go on iMovies and do that.
I know. I'm just joking.
Look at the sea.
The earth, your face, your essence, this place. The earth, your face, your essence, this place. Hallelujah. Oceans.
Oh my God. She's using the graphics from Talk. It's my life. I'm not joking.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It's the same exact 1985.
Here's your lyrics in Hebrew and English.
Wow, huh?
I just have to also point out I have more subscribers than she does.
This is.
You've been doing this a lot longer than me.
I can't.
I love the graphics.
Graphics are
my life. Don't you forget.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I think you proved our point.
All right, so what the hell did she see in that room with Ralph and Howard that messed her up this bad? Those are some dead eyes. Those are dead eyes.
She has given herself to the Lord. Okay. So there's that.
Yeah.
She has donated her life to the Lord.
Yeah, and tasty cakes.
Jesus.
But you know what? Oh, look at that gray hair, bro. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's
some serious gray hair going.
Total Earth Mother. She's total Earth Mother chick.
Oh yeah.
That hair gets dyed. And listen, we're not picking on your daughter, even though you wished AIDS on many.
She's 41 years old, bro.
It's a grown woman.
41-year-old woman.
Doing really insane things on YouTube.
With a social media presence. So there.
Crazy things on YouTube.
Yeah. And honestly, we're at least 75% of her views at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And probably half subscribers.
So this one has had 71 views. This had 71 views. And I think that it's like 20 of them are
funny how I find myself.
Let me look at these in my life.
Pull that video up.
But if my life would just mute it and you'll see the same exact graphic.
All right, let me see.
Jeremy Harrelson, strong with Grandpa Saul, you are not.
All right, hold on. Getting
just
there.
Play it. Just mute it so you don't get in trouble. But look at the overlay animation.
Oh my God.
No, don't just watch.
Oh, I see it right there. Is that what that is?
Yeah, there'll be more. There will be more.
I see the one bird.
And then you see like the snake thing going. See?
Oh, it's weird.
Giving Emily ideas.
How much do you know?
Oh yeah, like there. Yeah, I see it. Oh my God.
Jesus.
This is Snake.
Anybody seen the video familiar with the oh, there you go. It's the exact same graphic.
Okay, I'm moving on.
That's like what, 1984, 83, 85.
This is how good she is. All right, so I'm gonna end the show with a little bit of sad news, my friends. And I just found this out probably about 2 hours before we came on air. And I'm just going to throw this up on your screen and we can talk about it really quickly. But here you go. So just so that you all know, we lost our friend Jared Merlick. And yeah, that was on May 22nd. And I just got a thing because I had donated money from all of us on his GoFundMe. And I just got the update today saying what was going on with him. And if, of course, you'll recall, so here's the obituary. 1976 to 2024. So he didn't have a wife or children or anything like that, and his dog was taken in by his nephews. So you'll recall the last time he was on with us, he was telling us
and
about.
we're gonna put on Jared. Jared.
Well, we had him for a second. Oh, there he is.
you go.
Hey.
Hey. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
You can. All right, yo, look where I'm at. I'm at the hospital.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Well, folks, I put on about 10 pounds in the past week. Water weight.
Uh-oh.
What does that mean?
Boy, I got shot in 2022. I had lymphoma. I had a lump this big on the side of my neck.
So of course he gave us pictures of it, and honestly, you can look away if you want to, but this is
but so some of you guys might want to look.
Yeah, this is what he had, and he sent me those pictures so that you could see how bad it was, which it was really bad. It was really, really bad. Okay, so let's continue.
Hang on, Jared.
Well,
Jared, you're breaking up really bad. You're very
Okay, slow down. We're not.
Why don't you go out, come back in?
How's it now?
Oh, wait. It's better now.
You're good.
Talk a little bit.
Go out and come back in.
No, you're fine.
Oh, no,
You're fine.
Good now.
Damn it.
You're good.
You're fine.
You're good.
You're good. We're such assholes.
Go ahead.
Good.
Now I can't hear you guys.
Put one of the things in your ear.
Man.
Put one of the things in your ear.
Damn it.
You just tell
You can't see me.
Filibuster and
Taco.
Taco.
How did I get on here?
I don't know, but you're on there now. Taco.
Burrito.
We're such idiots.
Kick him from the studio. Oh, here he is. Hang on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can hear you now.
Yay.
Okay, Jared. Hi.
Hi.
Now tell us the story.
Okay, hey,
10 pounds.
let's get crazy.
Week.
Say again?
You gained 10 pounds or something crazy like this.
Yeah. Now, look at my belly. Do you see?
Oi.
Ooh.
Now, this is funny right here.
Look at Benjamin.
What month? When do you do?
I'm due anytime. I am due anytime.
Look at you, Benjamin. You're such a dick. Just so you know. Just so you see what goes on the chat.
This is not even. And you can see I'm a slender fellow. Like you see my neck.
Yeah.
So well, I got shot, as we all know.
Yeah.
And so I had lymphoma, and so now they found my ankle was swollen on the left side.
Yeah.
So there's a lump in my inner thigh. I just found this part out, and
Benjamin, you're so right. That day when he came on, when he had the oxygen in his nose, I don't think we laughed quite as
literally we almost died.
We almost died. We really almost died. You're right. That was one of the funniest, craziest things. I didn't pull that one up because I couldn't remember the date.
I failed on the funny, I guess.
Yes, you did.
You can see
called ascites liver failure. Is that possible?
I have major liver pain. We think the lymphoma is coming back. Possibly. And yeah, so I didn't mean to, but I got good hair.
You do have good hair. Could you turn to the side so everybody can see that fantastic mullet of yours?
Little Tennessee top hat.
It's my first mullet, y'all.
Tennessee top hat.
Tennessee top hat.
Business in front, rock and roll in the back.
Still laughing at that.
I'm even in the market for a Canadian tuxedo. I'm shopping for jean jackets. Yeah.
So
I haven't had a jean jacket since 1987.
what's the story? What's the
prognosis, you idiot?
What's the prognosis? What are you waiting on?
Man, I got vomiting. Oh, so we have to do biopsies and stuff, and so there's all this fluid. Yesterday I weighed 179.8. Today I'm 183. Yeah.
Yeah. So there. So yeah, like that. Ay. So
rest in peace, brother. Godspeed.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, my friend.
Damn.
And
yet that giant pelican still walks around.
Yes, and High Pitch Eric still
still
roams the earth like the,
brontosaurus that he is.
The Tyrannosaurus.
Brontosaurus. It's okay. I do things like cameo.
Oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, that is our friend Jared. Yeah, we'll miss you, Jared. And even though he was on the show on May 5th or 1st or something like that, and he passed away it was May 1st, and he passed away on May 22nd. So he kind of went downhill really, really quickly. So rest in peace, Jared. And we totally enjoyed having you as part of our RadioGunk family. And yeah, it's all.
I think we should retire his number.
What number would that be?
I don't know.
Oh, so crazy. Really just so insane.
We will dedicate the rest of this Gunk season to Jared.
Yes, Crazy Sheila LaBeouf. That's perfect. That's actually perfect.
Yes.
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 Oh yeah, but that show, and maybe if I can find it, I can't even remember.
You'll find it.
Yeah, I can go back to when I originally texted and came on, and we can relive the chuckle factory that was Jared getting shot, which in itself was just like the most ridiculous thing.
That was the most spontaneous crap we've ever done, I think.
Yes.
Oh, it's up there. Going on to Casey's show when he had
Casey's show's up there.
Casey's show was pretty good.
Casey's show was.
It was.
That was like silliness. All right, well, yeah. So that's what's going on. It's still light outside.
Unfortunately, it's really bright. Can't see the strip.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Just leave your camera on. We'll walk away.
We'll put the money in a paper bag and hope
we'll see Dennis in a robe forgetting the camera.
So yeah, so we're gonna end the show. Dennis is gonna tell us all about his exploits and what he's gonna be doing for DJ's Classic Garage tomorrow. Because it's the end of our week, and we'll talk about.
He's gonna be eastbound and down, 18 wheels rolling.
The things that we can look forward to.
Don't do what you can't.
There'll be a video tomorrow before this goes on, and it'll be just kind of a small little thing explaining it.
A little something, something.
A little something, because it's kind of neat.
He's bound just. What's that, Dennis? Wrong.
DJ CG. All right, sweet friends. We will see you anon. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight.
Thank you, guys.
He's our dear, lovely friend Jared, and we will see you anon. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.